So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I haven't been too well this week, so it's been not really done a lot. So my skin is a little red, my eyes are a bit bloodshot, and I've had a little bit of a breakout. So I'm just going to fix that up, and I'm supposed to be going out this evening. So I thought I would show you what I do with my makeup. I tend to keep it quite natural anyway, because I don't like putting too much on my skin, because it just makes it feel quite clogged up. But yeah, so I've just got out of the shower, and my hair's feeling a lot better and sort of refreshed, because it's been a week of baths and chilling out this week to just get myself feeling a lot better. So we're going to start off by just putting some moisturiser on my skin, because I tend to have quite dry skin anyway, which is not ideal, but this is probably the best moisturiser that I use as part of a face wash skincare. It's the anti-blemish solutions from Clinique, and you can put it on before makeup and still put your makeup on afterwards, and it doesn't make your skin too oily, it just adds a little bit extra moisture to it. So it is very good, and I'm literally putting about that much on. And I find the best applicator for anything is your hands, because you know that they're clean. So you just want to, and I put it on my neck too, but you just want to make sure that you're getting it into every little part of your face, just to make sure that you're getting all of that moisture in. Because what you don't want to find is that you're putting it on and then you're putting loads of makeup on and it all just kind of clunks together. So I'm just going to wait and sort of really massage that in. And as you can see, I've got a giant spot on my face. I'm not sure if it's a scar or a spot anymore. But yeah, the breakout this week was not ideal. So a couple of the makeup products that I'm going to be using today is I put on a primer first. Well, after, of course, the moisturiser. This is a Dr. Heart Plus Pore Remedy smoothing primer, and it works wonders. If you've got any bumps or spots on your face that you don't want showing up in any of your makeup, then I tend to use this. So I'll be putting that on first, and yet you don't really even need that much. I tend to put a little bit on my hand first, because if you put it on your hand, then you're not putting loads on your face and then you've got too much on your face. So I tend to just put about that much and then just kind of apply it. I don't put it all over my face. But yeah, again, the best applicator is your hands. I don't obviously apply my makeup with my hands, but I tend to just put it on places that I think that I really need it, so especially my T-zone, because that is where I tend to get most of my spots. So we're just going to put a little bit of primer on. And I know, it doesn't come out on your skin this colour, so don't worry. It does make you look slightly paler, but that is what we add blusher for, and bronzer, and other makeup products. So, and I'm not a makeup wizard and skin expert, so don't take everything I say for sort of it's the perfect and right thing to do. I also just put it on my chin. And yeah, literally anywhere that I think has got a little bit of a bump or a blemish on, I'm just going to whack some of this on. I don't know about you, but literally at the minute, and I'm not sure if it's just because my age and my hormones are still sort of all over the place. Oh, that's better. But around here and especially here, I get so many breakouts. But I think that's just kind of where I like my extra dry parts of my skin are. So now that I've added the primer, I'm going to add a little bit. This is the Even Better All Over Concealer. So there's two that I use. This is the foundation. Now I only tend to use my foundation if I'm going for a full glam out look. But I tend to just sometimes use this because this can sometimes make my skin just look a bit too much. And, you know, if I'm going out either to a big party or I'm going out to a nightclub, I will tend to use this one because it is a miracle worker. Your skin doesn't look like it's got any spots on, and it does not make your skin feel clunky. That's a word that I didn't think that I'd be using. So you can put it on and then sponge it with this, but I like keeping these quite nice and clean. But it does have an applicator that you can also sponge into it. But I gave my makeup brushes a big clean the other day because they didn't feel nice anymore. So I tend to use this to sort of just blend it in. But yes, this is the Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. And it is absolutely amazing. So I tend to just put a couple bits under my eyes to get rid of those bags. A little V in the middle, just to sort of spread out there. And any places that I think I've got spots that don't want to be seen. Now I know you're probably not meant to put concealer everywhere, but it makes me feel a lot better. As you can see, I literally do put it everywhere, but I never put too much of it. And then I just kind of try and blend it in everywhere. And as you can see, it's already got rid of the spot. And you do not need to put that much on. I see some makeup videos and I see them putting on so much makeup and I'm like, that can't be good for your skin. So I tend to put it everywhere. It needs it, but not a lot. Yeah, and then I just kind of blend it in. As you can see, yes, I've currently got a line at the minute, but I will blend that all. So, yeah, it kind of works wonders. And honestly, it's the best concealer that I have ever used. And believe me, I have tried so many different concealers. And then just to do my under eye, I tend to use a smaller brush just to make sure that I'm really getting into those places and making sure that it does get everywhere that I want it to. And that is the concealer on. I just double check and make sure I've blended it all in properly, so I don't want splodges and everywhere. So yes, that is the concealer now on, and as you can see, my face looks completely clear now. Apart from like a few couple bits that you can still see, but the one that was here, can't see anymore. Any that I had anywhere, any spots, any blemishes, all gone. And it makes me feel so much better when I get this on. I feel so much better in myself and my skin. And so this one, it's got a little attachment which you just can squeeze on and then apply it. but I sometimes don't always want to put my foundation on because it does make my skin feel a little bit too made up, as I said earlier. But it also has SPF 20 in it, so it's got sun cream in it as well, because usually I do put sun cream on with my makeup anyway. I want to keep that skin looking young and healthy. So what I do now is, I mean, you can see how much I love this blusher with the amount I use it. But this is a Clinique as well. It sounds like I'm doing an advert for Clinique. I'm not. I love their makeup. So this is the #1 Defining Nectars. I can't even read what that says, it's quite small. Cheek Contouring Palette. With this one, I tend to use this little brush here, and all you literally want to do is just whiz it round, tap it, and then I tend to put it on my cheeks. Now I know you probably shouldn't whisk it all up here, but I like it to give my face some colour. And then you just want to nicely blend that in. And then do the same on the other side. Just make sure you are getting it into those cheeks as well. Now, I do love a good blusher, because I'm quite naturally pale. So it just adds that extra little bit of colour that you want. And sometimes I just will go over with this just to blend it in a little bit more. And if I'm feeling extra snazzy, I'll put a little bit on my nose. Because it tends to look a little bit weird if my cheeks are nice and rosy and then the rest of my skin is just a bit like seam. So then what I do is I get my bronzer. Now this is also Clinique as well. This is the #2 Sunkissed True Bronzer Pressed Powder. Or in, I think it's French, Poudre Compacte Bronzante. Well, that's a mouthful and a half. It's even got a little mirror in it, but it is an incredibly good bronzer. And it does give you that sort of sun-kissed glow that you want. So I tend to just put it around my 3 areas in a little 3. And you do not need that much. So I just do a little 3. Because if you put too much on, you're going to look like you are from, I don't know, but you are going to look like you spend every single day on the beach, which, believe me, it wouldn't be a bad thing. And then just again on the other side. And obviously if you think one bit needs a little bit more, then just add it, but just be careful when continuing just to add it, because it does make your skin just pop. So now that I've done that, what is it that go to nose? I tend to just mash it on. I don't really have a certain order. Then I will do my eyeshadows. So today I'm using the Too Faced eyeshadow palette. It's the Ethereal Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment palette, the Too Femme. And it's such a beautiful palette. I mean, look at that. I love using these sorts of palettes. But I've actually changed my mind and I'm not going to use that one. That is for when I'm sort of doing a bit more of a colourful look, I think. The one that I'm going to use is the Studio London This is literally from Superdrug. And I use this one a lot, as you can see. But it is just very natural colours. And we are going for the natural look today. So I'm going to get my little blending brush. Because I'm not really blending at the minute, but I tend to just always use this sort of brush. I'm not sure where I got this brush from. These brushes are the Clinique Jonathan Adler, and they are absolutely amazing. But I guess a brush is a brush. So what I'm going to start off with is this one here. I quite like my browns, so we're just going to start off with this one. I don't know what that one is called, but I tend to put this all over my eye, and it just gives a really nice sort of brown tone to it. I wish I could just keep my makeup palette so clean forever, but there's obviously people chatting outside. So that is looking quite nice. And then I'm not sure whether I want to go for more of a golden tone or quite a toned down. Yeah. So I think, and I do use this one a lot, which is why it's a bit of a mess. I'm going to use this one now. And just put it towards sort of the middle and outside of my eye. I like to tap off any excess. You have to excuse the lighting in my room. It's not too brilliant. But I am soon getting my room redone. So yeah, we're just gonna... And I really like to get it in the crease of my eye. But that is then what that looks like. It's not too full on, it's quite natural. And I'm just gonna do the same. Now, if both eyes do not look identical, do not worry. I have tried a million times to get my eyes to look identical. Do not even get me started on eyeliner. That is a new... I'm one of those people who just cannot seem to get the hang of eyeliner. But it doesn't really work with my eyes anyway. So I'm going to get now a different blending blush. Oh, I've got it under my eye. And just blend that all in. Obviously, if I was going for my night out look, I would probably add a darker one just towards the outsides to make my eyes look slightly bigger. But we are going for the natural look today. So now that that is all good, I tend to just get a little, it's got nothing on it, but I just tend to get a cotton bud and just wipe underneath my eyes, because as you can see, there is still eyeshadow that falls off, and we want it looking nice and clear. Now, what I am going to do now is mascara. My favourite thing to do. So I'm going to be using two mascaras actually, because I use one for my top lashes, because as you can see, you can't really see my eyelashes. And I use a different one for my bottom, just to make them sort of look fuller. So the one that I use for my top lashes is the False Lash Queen, the Dramatic Volume Fullness Length, which is... It doesn't actually say where this is from, but I am pretty sure... I can't remember where I bought this. It's not Clinique though. And then I will be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. I think this is also a waterproof mascara, but apparently this is Better Than Sex. So I am just gonna get these done. Now, I love wearing mascara because I don't really have eyelashes. So whenever I do my mascara, it just makes me feel so much better. You probably can't see that probably, but now I have got eyelashes. And you don't even need that much of it. I never know. Sometimes I can put too much mascara on and then my lashes love to clump together. But with this one, it makes to do every eyelash. So now they are looking a lot more fuller. And then we're just going to go and take this one and do my bottom lashes. As you can see, this one's a bit more chunky, so it really makes them pop. Because I've got quite light hair, so every sort of part of hair, there we go. Oh, it looks so much better. And hate it when that happens. Okay, but now it is looking so much better. And for that finishing touch, oh, I did forget to do one thing with my bronzer. So I tend to use this little brush here. I don't really know what this is called, but I tend to just dab it on the end of it and just go along my nose, just to sort of accent my nose, because I don't really have a nose that sort of stands out at all or anything. So I just like to just give my nose a little pop. And as you can see, I've now added a little bit too much, so I will blend that in a minute. But yeah, I like to add a little bit to my nose. Just give it a little bit of a pop, and then I just go over it with this big brush. Just to get off any sort of bits that I don't want. And that is literally the finishing touches. And depending on what top that I'm going to wear, I might put some bronzer just on my collarbones, just to make them stand out a little bit more if I'm wearing like a strapless top or yeah, something like that. But that is my face get ready with me makeup. And then we get to move on to hair. So I actually managed to go and find a ring light just to give you a full look at what it looks like in a proper lighting. So yeah, this is the final makeup. And yeah, so we're going to get onto the hair now. So sometimes I do just like to let my hair air dry, which is why I tend to do my makeup first, to just give it that. So it looks so nice and full, and it tends to have a little bit of a curl to it. But yeah, the way I wash my hair is I don't actually shampoo the ends. So I put 2 shampoos on my scalp, and I make sure that I properly massage them in. And then I only tend to put conditioner sort of from about here downwards, because I don't like to get it on my roots, because it just makes it look too greasy and oily. So the hairdryer that I use is the Dyson, because my hair, in any other hairdryer, if I do it upside down, it always used to get sucked in the like bottom or the back of the hairdryer, and that's happened too many times to me. And this is on, I bought this a couple years ago, and it has been the best hairdryer ever. Now, I usually do it with this one, but I wanted to actually, oh yeah, magnetic, how cool is that? I actually wanted to try this. I think it's a diffuser, but it keeps the volume in your hair, and I think you are supposed to use it if you have like really, really curly hair, because it keeps the curls intact. But I wanted to give it a shot, so we're gonna try it, but I've got no idea if it's gonna work or not. So yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, so I think we established that did not work, and I think I might have to actually look up how to use a diffuser. So we're just gonna switch it out, which is annoying because I'm trying to keep the volume and the nice curliness in my hair, but we're gonna have to resort back to this one. So let's give the hair a blow dry. So now that my hair is all lovely, you might have noticed I don't actually like to brush my hair when I'm blow drying it. I will always brush it beforehand because it keeps some of that volume that I want in it. Now, because I'm not going out for another hour or so, I will put my hair up in a bun, and it will just give it a little bit more volume, and it gives it a really nice curl. So that is what I am going to do now. I'm just gonna whip it up. Ooh. Now I do it quite tight. And I just use one of these like little velvet scrunchies. You can literally buy them in Primark. They're really not expensive, but they don't leave any kinks in your hair when you put it up. So I now need to go and figure out what on earth I'm wearing. But one bit that I do after I've done my hair, after my makeup, is I always put some lip gloss on. This is literally a Jelly Wow. Somebody bought this for me, but I can't remember where it was from. And then I just literally, and it's so moisturising. But it just adds a really nice glow to my lips. And that is it. So let's go and find something to wear. So I just wanted to show you what outfit I had chosen. I've literally gone quite natural with some little cowboy boots. But I think this is from ASOS. Yeah, ASOS. And it's such a cute little black dress. It's quite casual, and I might style it with a leather jacket maybe. I've got quite a long one of those that I like to wear. But let's have a look and see if it's given any curl to it. There we go. That's what I wanted. So yeah, that is the final touches. And as you can see, the hair's not been up for too long, but it has already given it a nice little curl to it. So yeah, that is the final end of Get Ready With Me. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you want some more like it, leave a comment below. And yeah,